Hey guys, welcome to part 1 on my journey to make 100k in 2026. So my older viewers may know, in 2025 I made about $100,000 using prop firms, and now I'm aiming to do the same for 2026. So this will be part 1, my last video was part 0 because it was the previous year, but I was getting everything set up for this year. So this week I did pretty good. I think overall it was positive, but I did end up losing some accounts on Friday. I messed up. So if you watched the stream, a lot of my accounts did take some damage, but a good amount of them were up. And I must have forgot some orders, or I didn't place them correctly. So I ended up buying, let me see, I remember exactly where I bought. I ended up buying around 800. Right here. On stream, I literally said I want to short around 800. I was looking for the level 800 to 878 to short, but for some reason I had a buy order up here and this blew up like 2 of my accounts. So that was pretty sad, but on the bright side, I'm starting off the year strong. I have about, I'll put it on the screen, I think I'm requesting about $5,000 and I'm eligible for another 8,000. Around $8,000 or $9,000 of payouts, but I'll be saving those up to build buffer in those accounts. So I'll go over some of the trades that I took this week. This week started on the 29th, right about here. I don't think I took this overnight short, but I hit a key level of mine. I did take this short. I probably took this short on stream at one of my key levels, so this one hit for about 40-ish points, and I took another short later in the afternoon. My overall bias for the day was bullish, but I didn't really have any key levels to play off of. It didn't drop enough for me on the 26th. Yeah, it didn't drop enough for me. So if I'm watching SPY here, I probably wanted to dip around this level down here. NQ, yeah, I was definitely looking for more of a dip down here. So I took mostly shorts. I think the first short I took was probably, or the second one I took was this key level of the previous day high. And that was one of my shorts. So for the 30th, and during this week, during the beginning, I feel like it was mostly evals, but I took some shorts overnight. Took a short here for 40 points, and I took a short here. I think I held this short for like, what time was this? 3:05. I held this short for like all overnight. Yeah, for about 9:50 for about 6 hours, but eventually it hit. This is another one of my key levels. I don't know if I took this short. I think this one was for data, because on the 30th, I remember it was a very choppy day. It was a very range heavy day. So I didn't take too many trades on this day. Let's see, the next day, 31st. I don't think I took any trades overnight. What time was this? I think I took this short. Yeah, I took this short and lost. And I took this short and I won. And I think I might have taken a long down here that I ended up losing. Overall, this entire week, my bias was bullish until the 31st. And right on the 31st, I was like, all right, it's gonna get really volatile over the next couple of days, which was the next day. Just because this is a key level of mine that's longer term. Right, I longed right here actually. And this is one of my longer term key levels. It's a monthly level. So now that we're there, it's gonna get pretty volatile. But as long as we stay above this blue line, I'm still gonna go to next week bullish. NQ, I'm not as bullish as ES, but I think the next week will be important in finding out if the month of January is gonna be bullish or bearish. We're like right there in between the bears and bulls, basically. And the last day on this right here, technically the second, but I took some overnight trades. I took a short at a key level. I think on stream I showed my losses overnight. It was a pretty heavy loss because when the new year started, I said I would size up. So I started the day off with probably minus 5k, minus 6k. And then on stream I was fighting it the whole time, and I think I took a long here too. I was down a good amount. But I took a long down here at this purple line. This is a longer time frame support level. And I ran some calculations with one of my viewers, and we did some math, or I guess I did some math in my Excel sheet, and I found out that 12% of days will break this line. That's why I wanted to short here, but I missed it. And then when this line is broken, 4% of days close negative. And it just barely closed negative. If it had this pump from SPY, it may have closed positive, but NQ did not. It barely got it. Right here. See these two different candles? So this was actually a very, very rare day. This day, to hit this, to break above this green line is hypothetically 12%, and to end negative in the past 4 years, there's been 4 or 5 days that hit this green line and ended negative. So because of that, I was long down here. I was long right at this purple line, and I held it for a long time. I think I exited right around this level. Yeah, right around this level. And I said on Discord that I was like, I could hold it for 10 more points, but I want to just exit. Because at this peak, we were like 10 points away from the open, roughly. 10, 12, or 14 points away from the open. And I already made about, it was like 100+ point move, so I wasn't gonna mess with it. So I just took profits out here. So overall, a pretty decent week. I don't know the exact P&L because the accounts that I lost, I have no idea. I can't look back into it. But this day was around minus 5 or 6k, and I fought it back to roughly plus 2k. So I think in the week, I'm a little bit green. I'll be taking roughly 5k this week. So I'm now 5% done with my challenge. And I'll keep building up accounts. I'm considering daily or weekly recaps, maybe daily, because I can't, for the life of me, I can't remember all my trades. Like, so much has happened, especially after New Year's. I don't remember much because of what I was doing in New Year's. And I'm sure a lot of you guys, what you guys were doing in New Year's, you don't remember much either. So that's the end of this weekly recap. About plus 5,000 in payouts. I don't know the exact P&L. Next week, hopefully I'll get some more. I think I'm eligible, but I think I'm eligible for another, I can't recall. It's like 8 or 9k. But I'm hoping to build up the buffers more. If you guys don't know, I have a free Discord. I'll put it in the link in the description if you guys want to join.